So, ihr Lieben, willkommen beim neuen Let's Play mit Pepper. Heute Outer Worlds. Warum? Nächstes Jahr kommt ja der zweite Teil. Und bevor der kommt, will ich natürlich den ersten nochmal durchspielen. Da sind wir ganz ehrlich, ich bin genauso wie jeder Gamer. Wenn der zweite Teil geiler ist, dann fässt man den ersten Teil eigentlich nur noch selten an heutzutage. Früher war das gang und gäbe. Aber die Zeiten sind rum. Also, los geht's. Ich muss vorher noch was einstellen. Das war zwar nicht geplant, aber okay. So.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Okay. Ich liebe die Startfrequenzen bei jedem Game.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Okay. Also ich habe 6 Punkte. Zeig mir, was macht das für einen Unterschied? Persönlichkeit. Ich glaube, das habe ich durch die Wii Mods, ist es eigentlich egal. Ich pack mal überall einen Punkt rein. Ich glaube, da kann man nichts falsch machen. Aber wahrscheinlich die Wahrnehmung. Ja, das ist egal. Ich bin sowieso.
You'd need a navigational computer to find your temper.
Ich bin sowieso unsterblich, daher. Ja. Warte mal. Nochmal zurück. Und dann noch mal gucken, ob das wirklich geht. Ach,
Why
enthalten.
stay earthbound when
Okay. Habe ich jetzt unendlich Punkte? Ne, nur 6. Also Geisthaltung ist eigentlich egal. Betroffene Fähigkeiten, Nahkampfwaffe, Lügen.
I bet you could thaw yourself with sheer rage. Oh dear, someone vandalized your hibernation chamber. You shouldn't have any trouble digesting our food.
Ja, das geht nicht anders. So. Ach, ist weiter. Okay. Was? Verfügbare Zeitpunkte Nahkampf, Fernkampf, Handfeuerwaffe definitiv. Wie geht das jetzt? Ah, hier okay.
A gunslinger. Oh, they're going to tell stories about you from here to Hephaestus. I hope we haven't lost that silver tongue to frostbite.
Ja. Okay, gut. Was? Begabung. Okay, gut. Entschlossenheit, gibt das? Getränke, Locken.
Working your way up to provisioner?
Die haben ja hier ziemlich viel da reingebaut noch mittlerweile, ey. Leck mich am Eimer. Medizin, Plasmaschaden, Wissenschaft.
I do have a lot of dirty test tubes.
Ah, ich habe nur einen Punkt. Okay, gut, dann nehme ich Überzeugung.
Handle bits for a living, huh?
Naja. Ich glaube, das macht eh keinen Unterschied. Oh, fuck you. Gibt's ja nicht irgendwie vorgefertigten Krimskrams? Ah, da warte mal X. Ja, leck mich, ey. Das ist ja... Okay, dann nehmen wir noch mal alles auf 0. Okay, dann nehme ich mir mal ein paar Sekunden Zeit. Nee, C Standard. Kopf. Ja, warte mal. Die sieht ganz okay aus. Hautfarbe. Okay, das ist verwirrend. Ne, das ist okay. Augenfarbe blau-grau oder sowas. Ach, guck mal, das Leuchten blau ist auch nice. Grau und horizontal, was ist denn das? Ja, so die Tiefe. Ja, ist ein bisschen zu klein. Ich dachte, ich kann die Stirn noch einer bearbeiten. So. Na, scheiß auf Schminke.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down to 90%. His drive is
Shit.
inoperable.
Okay.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. But not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
You've landed
Der
good.
Ruckler.
Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Ja, ich wollte da hoch. Ich dachte, ich kann da irgendwas gucken. Moment.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Au.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Spacer's choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time. You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. Edgewater's...
Ja, ich lese den ganzen. Ja. Ach ja, das, was wir alle hier so lieben, wenn man irgendwie alles durchklicken muss. Obwohl kein Schwein sich den Krampf durchliest.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell?
Aha. Mann, jetzt komme ich wieder vor wie bei Dings, wie bei Skyrim. Ach man, ich muss immer E drücken. Was jetzt schon wieder?
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. You out of your mind? No way. Once we've dealt with these marauders, I'm hunting that sick freak down. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Okay, 110 mal leichter. Kann man das irgendwie vergleichen? Ach, mit C. Ach, ist dieselbe. Kann man die merchen? Nee. Ja, was denn? Hätte ja passen können. Warte mal. 73. Ausrüsten, zerlegen. Geht nicht? Okay, gut. Wieder 10 Punkte. Dialog. Tarnung, definitiv Tarnung. Wie war das nochmal? Es anwenden. Ja. Vorteile. Ach, egal. Oh, dann kann ich das wieder wegmachen. Ach, verdammt. Ja, dann mache ich das als nächstes hier. Tragfähigkeit. Ich meine, momentan habe ich noch nicht viel, aber Rüstung 4, Rüstung 3. Ja, zack, hier. So. Das kann zerlegt werden. Das kann auch zerlegt werden. So. Verbrauchsgegenstände benutzen. So. Modifikation. Keine Ahnung, wofür ich die noch brauche. Ist nur Kohle. Okay, gut. Karte. Okay. Dubios, aber ein aktiver Auftrag. Okay, gut. Das wird nämlich scheiße. Oh, der macht mich fertig.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Kann ich Third Person gehen oder ist komplett First Person? Ich glaube First Person komplett.
All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder. Marauder, please be informed the ship has no crew for you to murder.
Ja, erstmal umgucken.
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health. Please be advised.
Oh boy. Okay. Tarnung schleichen. Warum ist das rot? Kater. Keine Ahnung. So. Richtbar. Okay, gut.
That using the respecification machine will not.
Ich verstehe schon.
Make you a better person.
Verdammt. Ja, ich muss das mal nutzen, ich Idiot. Fernkampf gehen wir bis 40. Also Dialog gehen wir bis 30. Tarnung gehen wir bis 20. Tech, Nachführung, Inspiration. Und dann noch Tech. So. Bei den Vorteilen nehmen wir Tragelast. Und das hier. So. Ich habe mich keinen Bock, irgendwie langsamer zu werden, nur weil ich irgendwo hängen bleibe. So.
Intruder.
Okay. Mod installieren. Ich habe keine Mods. Okay, kann ich irgendwie Mods tüfteln? Nein. Reparieren? Nein. Zerlegen? Ja, zerlegen. So, eine kann ich zerlegen. So. Oh boy. Ich merke schon, das Spiel ist wesentlich komplexer, als ich dachte. Aber oh, Shotgun, okay. Das wollte ich nicht.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Ja, ich dachte, ich mache da eine Tür auf. So.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarded parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Not just anyone is chosen to enforce landing regulations, you know? I had to fill out 4 whole forms. Huh?
Ach komm schon.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Hold it!
What's this about?
Wupp, weg. Okay.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open and the...
Seems we've got a guest.
Scheiß
now,
Ehre.
buddy, I do wish you'd spoken up.
Scheiß Ehre, weil die immer irgendwie so böse
I was
sind
given
im
no
Games oder
forewarning
Serien.
of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
You just killed him. A favor? You just made me an accomplice to murdering my boss. I can't. I need to leave. I need to get away from here. I need to get away from you. You killed Mr. Thompson for talking down his nose at me? You got a real twisted sense of chivalry, you know that? Let's just move on. I couldn't forgive myself if I let you loose upon the Vale unsupervised.
Der ging mir auf den Sack, der hat scheiße ausgesehen. Gott, bin ich ein Arschloch. Wo ist denn der? Wollte ich gerade noch looten. Oder? Keiner redet mit einer Frau so, dass sie sich dann bücken muss oder hier irgendwie nach unten auf den Boden gucken muss. Ja.
Where are we headed? Gosh, that's...
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another. Got anything in you besides questions? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Could do without the gallows humor. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. I'll tell you what I can. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. What is it?
you think you're doing? If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed's dead. Excuse me if I don't shed a tear. I'm not exactly surprised he'd hire someone to cut off our power either. That's exactly his style. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear. It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it.
Ich habe gar nichts gesehen.
All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery.
War kein
They
einziger
give
Mensch.
their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
Das muss ich leider sagen.
So, what do you say? Divert power over to us. Shut down that abominable cannery for good. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Hab ich ja. Frage, warum ich den Idioten umgenietet habe.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no. I'm just along with this lady here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town. Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. I wish I knew. I wager the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say. Would you? I'd be grateful. What's on your mind? Luck, mostly. Nothing's needed serious repairing yet. Nothing's broken down that we can't just replace with something scavenged from the outskirts. Oh, I can swap out a water filter or charge up a battery and go on pretending I know what I'm doing, but the moment I'm asked to do any real engineering, I'm in trouble.
Sure. On my way. wanted to poke around in here. Here they come! We made it! Woohoo! Got it. Inside voices.
Process.
Incoming! The control room should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing. That's the last of them! Three switches. That'll be easy enough. fault. Here they come! Nice one! That's the last of them! Just 2 more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. You're not real.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get... Here they come! Down they go! Where'd they go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happened? Incoming! Ah! Everyone all right? The last. I'm not sure what the right is. Alls I know is the decision's final. Once we do this, there's... Excuse me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. I do not know what you hope to accomplish, killing Reed, killing my garden. You have sown chaos, and now we must reap the fruits of your violence. My flock has no choice but to return to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town, and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome! Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling. Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think? Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, ma'am. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders. What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that. That's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda. I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Welcome back, Captain. All systems are now operating within acceptable parameters. Shall I take our ship into orbit? We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Goodbye. We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain. We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
Can we talk? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else? Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a toss ball stick. I heard you the first time.
Customs and inspection, right this... way.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Now, hold on, it'll just take a minute. All right, no need to get hostile. We're all friends here on Groundbreaker. Mostly. Is there anything else I can help you with? You noticed, huh? They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. Sounds like, yeah, but from where I sit, it's all coming through loud and clear. They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bat.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local ward embassy.
Those XF-411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Ich mache mal kurz eine kleine Pause, bin gleich wieder da.
Ready when you are.
So, da bin ich wieder. Moment. Oh. Okay, jetzt haben wir ja schon 18 Uhr, für mich irgendwie 22 Uhr. Ich bin ja schon seit 4 Uhr wach. Ja, was ich jetzt gerade gemacht habe, ist einfach nur den Computertisch hier mit der Automatik ein bisschen hochgestellt. So, genau. Warum? Der Vorteil ist, die Arme liegen dann ein bisschen höher. Und ja, da geht es um Blutkreislauf etc.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment.
So, also erst einmal, ach Gott. Ich muss warten, bis im Dialog. Da
Just
machen
so
wir
we
erstmal
understand
Ende.
each other, I'm the final word on the ship.
Sorry, jetzt
The
noch 10
Martins,
zu gehen.
crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. At ease. Nice to see an outsider with some working brain cells. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive. We'd be grateful for your assistance. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Hold on. There's something you should know before you go charging off. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
So, und hier mache ich jetzt Pause. Erstmal speichern, das war jetzt mein erster Eindruck. Und sehr gut. Ja, fühlt sich ein bisschen an wie Oblivion oder so. Also, ja, Bethesda-Style halt, ne? Aber Weiterempfehlungswert, ja, ist gegeben. Ich werde es auch durchspielen, aber jetzt nicht heute. Ja, das war's erstmal mit mir und Outer Worlds. Haut rein, man hört sich.